Please stand to salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning and welcome to RPtv. Today is Tuesday, November 23rd, 2021. You may love to celebrate Thanksgiving, but do you know the truth behind it? There are lots of stories and myths that may or may not be true. Let's go to Callie for the details.
According to James W. Baker, senior historian at Plymouth Plantation, the reason we have Thanksgiving is that it is an invented tradition. It doesn't originate in any one event. It is based on the New England Puritan Thanksgiving, which is a religious Thanksgiving, and the traditional harvest celebrations of England and New England, and maybe other ideas like commemorating the Pilgrims. All of these have been gathered together and transformed into something different from the original parts. Fact or fiction? One of America's founding fathers thought the turkey should be the national bird of the United States. Fact. In a letter to his daughter sent in 1784, Benjamin Franklin suggested that the wild turkey would be a more appropriate national symbol for the newly independent United States than the bald eagle. He argued that the turkey was a much more respectable bird, a true original native of America, and though a little vain and silly, a bird of courage. Fact or fiction? Macy's was the first American department store to sponsor a parade in celebration of Thanksgiving. Fiction. The Philadelphia department store Gimbel's had sponsored a parade in 1920, but the Macy's parade, launched 4 years later, soon became a Thanksgiving tradition and the standard kickoff to the holiday shopping season. Fact or fiction? Native Americans used cranberries, now a staple of many Thanksgiving dinners for cooking as well as medicinal purposes. Fact. According to the Cape Cod Cranberry Growers Association, one of the country's oldest farmers' organizations, Native Americans use cranberries in a variety of foods, including pemmican. They also use it as a medicine to treat arrow punctures and other wounds and use as a dye for fabric. Fact or fiction? Turkey contains an amino acid that makes you sleepy. Fact. Turkey does contain the essential amino acid tryptophan, which is a natural sedative, but so do a lot of other foods, including chicken, beef, pork, beans, and cheese. Though many people believe that the turkey's tryptophan content is what makes many people feel sleepy after a big Thanksgiving meal, it is more likely a combination of fats and carbohydrates most people eat with the turkey, as well as the large amount of food consumed that makes most people feel like following their meal with a nap.
Big changes are coming to a Target near you, and you can be sure that their employees will be very happy. Of course, it may impact your holiday shopping. Cooper has that story.
Target, one of the nation's most popular big box retailers, will no longer open any of its stores on Thanksgiving. CEO Brian Cornell announced the news in note to employees, the Associated Press reported Monday. What started as a temporary measure driven by the pandemic is now our new standard, one that recognizes our ability to deliver on our guests' holiday wishes both within and well beyond store hours, Colonel said in the note. Target, like any other big retailers, would open at about 5 p.m. on Thanksgiving in preparation for Black Friday shopping. Despite some blowback of forcing employees to work on the holiday, however, that trend has shifted since the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic. Consumer behavior has shifted to shopping online for Black Friday deals, and a large number of stores and malls now stay closed on Thanksgiving Day. Target distribution and call centers have some staff on Thanksgiving, but stores will remain closed.
Now it's time for announcements. If you are looking for a club, SAS is looking for you. There are opportunities to volunteer in the community. You can help with the Senior Holiday Party and a host of other special events. SAS meets every other Tuesday in room 5. All students are welcome to see Mrs. Almanzar for details. Don't forget to check out the bonfire on Wednesday evening, and make sure you get to the traditional football game on Thanksgiving morning. Not only is football a Thanksgiving tradition here in Roselle Park, but it has been an important tradition for the NFL as well. Let's go to Cali for the brief history of the NFL and Thanksgiving Day.
In March 1934, Lions owner George A. Richards, a Detroit radio executive, headed a group that purchased the Portsmouth, Ohio Spartans and moved the team to the Motor City. Eager to boost ticket sales and improve his team's profile in a city dominated by the Tigers, Richards persuaded Chicago Bears owner and coach George Halas to play on Thanksgiving morning. He also persuaded the 94-station NBC radio network to broadcast the game nationally. Ticket sales spiked for the game between the 10-1 Lions and 11-0 Bears. A sellout crowd of roughly 26,000 fans attended the game at the University of Detroit Stadium. Many more tickets could have been sold, and the national radio broadcast, an NFL first, was wildly popular. Pro Football Hall of Fame historian John Kendall says the dramatic, well-played game was a major boost for the league. On their way to an NFL title next season, the Lions defeated the Bears 14-2 on Thanksgiving to clinch the Western Division title. Except from 1939 to 1944 during World War II, the Lions have hosted a Thanksgiving game every year since 1934. The first nationally televised Thanksgiving game was the 1953 Green Bay Packers-Lions game, broadcast by the Dumont Television Network, one of the first commercial TV networks in the United States. In April 1966, the NFL added a second Thanksgiving game at the behest of television networks. On November 24, 1966, the Dallas Cowboys defeated the Cleveland Browns at the Cotton Bowl, 26-14, before 80,000 fans. Dallas got the game thanks to its savvy president and general manager Tex Schramm, considered one of the greatest innovators in NFL history. He later championed instant replay, wind direction stripes on the goal post uprights, and a referee's microphone, among other innovations. The league is trying something new by moving this game into prime television time, and we're happy they picked Dallas, Schramm told the Associated Press about a holiday game for the Cowboys. Normally, a Thanksgiving Day NFL game brings one of the biggest ratings of the year, Schramm said. Texas' appetite for Thanksgiving football motivated the franchise to secure a game on the holiday. People in this area are used to having football with their turkey, he said. We're hopeful of adding to this tradition. In 2006, the NFL added a third game to its Thanksgiving lineup.
Stay tuned, we will be right back. watching, have a great holiday weekend, and stay tuned for CNN 10.
Fridays are awesome. I don't usually say that on a Tuesday, but this is our last show of the week. After today, we'll be off until next Monday for the Thanksgiving holiday, and I didn't want a Friday to roll around without you getting the chance to hear that. All right, let's get to work. Last Thursday, when we told you about pollution in India, we mentioned it's not the only place in this region with the problem. About 80 miles northwest of the Indian capital is the Pakistani city of Lahore. It is frequently near and recently at first place in an international ranking of most polluted cities. The likely reasons are similar to the ones that cause problems in India. In the fall, after monsoon season ends, the rains and winds die down, so there's less moisture and movement in the atmosphere to sweep the pollutants away. Meteorologists say winter temperatures can also keep smoke from rising, so more pollutants get trapped near the ground. Some experts blame farmers for contributing to pollution because they typically burn off their old crops this time of year to prepare their fields for new ones. The smoke from that can gather in the air. Others say the issue is caused by low-quality fuel that's used to power cars and trucks. Industrial pollution also plays a part. Whatever the reasons are, some residents in Lahore are calling for the Pakistani government to take action. That government says it has, that it's told factories and refineries to reduce their emissions, that it's banned low-quality gasoline, that it's planning to require less pollutive motorcycle engines, and that it's looking at ways to plant more trees in the city. Will its efforts be enough?
Smog so dense you can only see a silhouette of this building that's just a few yards away. On the streets, people are wading through the thick smog. One resident says it's so bad people are covering their eyes and walking right into traffic. This is Lahore, Pakistan, which regularly ranks among the most polluted cities in the world.
Now, this city, which we call the City of Flowers, the City of Gardens, is gripped by smog. It is engulfed in smog.
On Saturday, Lahore topped IQ Air's daily ranking of the world's most polluted cities again, a rank often challenged by New Delhi. Residents cough. Everything smells of smoke. According to a paramedic at a local hospital, patients are coming in with sore throats because of the smog, not COVID. As the haze grips the city in a chokehold, residents are getting desperate.
When we all leave the house in the morning, the pollution causes irritation to the eyes. It is hard to breathe. The government should find a solution for this smog.
A local report says anti-smog squads have been deployed across Lahore. They're identifying and sealing factories that aren't meeting the city's standards. In neighboring New Delhi, smog towers in some areas are sucking pollutants from the air. Residents are now asking the government to install more as the smog continues to affect people's health and livelihoods, like this rickshaw drivers.
The whole day I drive around without any passengers. If there's passengers, they prefer cabs. I ask them, "Where are you going?" They say, "No, there's too much pollution. We'll take a cab."
Despite some measures to fight smog, the increasing pollution makes the sight of a clear sky still a distant dream.
10-second trivia. Which inventor is famous for his contributions to the alternating current electrical system? Edison, Marconi, Nobel, or Tesla? It was the eccentric genius Nikola Tesla who discovered the rotating magnetic field in the 1880s. As more and more car makers offer increasingly autonomous modes, which means computer-assisted driving, you might be wondering if fully self-driving cars are just around the corner. In our special on this topic almost 3 years ago, we said experts predicted that a city with driverless cars was still decades away. Is that still the case? There have been several advancements in autonomous technology. The Tesla electric car company, for instance, is regularly updating its software. But there have been a number of accidents blamed on this as well, and a CNN reporter recently found that in some areas, the tech has a long way to go.
Oh, we've got a situation in front of us. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, no, we're going on the wrong side of the road. Whoa, 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 whoa. Nope. It wanted to hit the truck. This is a Tesla Model 3. So we are turning on the full self-driving beta. Okay, the car is now officially, technically, sort of driving itself. Whoa! That was a really sharp turn the car just tried to make. Oh, we've got a situation in front of us. Whoa! Okay, what we just had in front of us was a UPS truck coming onto our lane. We had a guy in front of us with a cargo bike. To avoid hitting the guy on the bike, the car seemed to want to put us straight into a giant UPS truck. I would prefer not to hit a UPS truck today, so I took over. It does seem to need an interruption every couple of blocks or so. Sometimes if the car is hesitating a little bit, I have to intervene. You also have to be ready to take over at any time. Now this is challenging. Oh, no, we're going on the wrong side of the road. We're not trying to make this car screw up. We're not trying to have a laugh at Elon Musk's expense. That's not the point. We're really just trying to see how it handles driving in a city. So far it's going okay. We're going down a pretty just straight normal road. There's not a lot of pedestrians here. And when you're going down a straight road with not a lot of pedestrians, the car actually seems to be doing okay. We're doing right around the speed limit. We're not hitting anything. The car can see cones, the car can see trucks, the car can see even pedestrians on the other side of the street. Seeing might not be totally the issue here. It's knowing what to do in challenging situations, stuff that experience teaches you. We're driving down Flatbush Avenue in Brooklyn, where thousands of drivers drive every day. Human drivers, that is. It's a main artery through Brooklyn, commuters, trucks, people going to their jobs. A lot of human drivers do this every day, so a car should be able to handle it just fine. Well, but we're stopping in the intersection. No, now we're going again. Hey, how about that? And no, we've got a green light, and the car hesitates. It says no right turn, but we can go straight, and that's where we want to go. We want to go straight. I stand at the ready to intervene. Hopefully I can do it fast enough. Now this will be challenging. We've got a fence in front of us. Whoa. Car almost hit the fence just there. It had blocked off a turning lane, but the car was supposed to move into the next lane anyway because we're going straight, and it didn't. It was pretty much headed right for those fences. So I had to take over there. This is officially not truly ready for public consumption. A lot of people have issues with this being called full self-driving. First and foremost, it's not fully self-driving. I have to say here, if it was fully self-driving, as promised, that would let you take a nap while you're driving along. Whoa, but we just slammed on the brakes there. And now this big truck is gonna go. We're gonna see if we're gonna go around the big truck. I'm just gonna give it a little gas, help it. Nope. It wanted to hit the truck. So we're gonna just use a human driver to go around the truck. I don't drive a Tesla every day. I am a little skittish, I'll fully admit that. So I am taking over more than someone who's used to how the system performs, and because of that, maybe I'm skewing things a little bit, but that is the observer effect. It's a little like teaching a teenager how to drive, and you're always watching, you're always waiting, you never know when it might try something new, and that's where the anxiety comes from. It does seem to be making other drivers upset. It's the people behind us, it's the people honking. Now, I'm not saying a truly, fully autonomous car will never happen, but I think at this point, we're still years away.
On a small island in the Indian Ocean, an annual migration has residents seeing red and feeling crabby. It's the rainy season on Christmas Island, and so many crustaceans make their way from the forest to the sea this time of year that authorities built a special bridge so they don't become roadkill. Each female crab can produce up to 100,000 eggs. 'Twas 5 weeks before Christmas, and all across that island, red crabs were traversing the lowlands and highlands. With bridges to cross and barriers to breach, no thing could stop their sideways march to the beach. It's a sea of red crawling the ground in slow motion. Their goal, not the pole, but the distant crust ocean. You don't have to tell us that others are shellless. While they may grace plates, these crabs get the applause of trivia hoarders and media reporters who root for them on their route to Sandy Claus. That wraps up our show for the week. Want to give a shout out to Furness High School. Thanks to our viewers watching in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Our YouTube channel is the place to go to request a mention for your school. We hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. We look forward to seeing you again next Monday. I'm Carl Azus, and that's CNN.